At this time, we ask that you remain standing for the singing of our national anthem. The anthem will be performed tonight by Melissa Terry. Our colors are being presented tonight by the Delaware County Air Force Junior ROTC, led by Senior Master Sergeant Doug Manley.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets reckless of those bursting inland gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Welcome to the COHSS pregame show here at Olentangy Orange High School. A huge game tonight between Westerville Central and Olentangy Orange. I'm here with Kyra Bailey and myself, Tate Tanner, or you know me as Tanner Whirling. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Pretty good.
I'm also known as Kyra Game Day, by the way.
Oh,
For
Game
those
Day,
of you out
Game
there
Day.
listening, my nickname is Kyra Game Day.
All right, so this is a huge matchup tonight. It's a rematch. Olentangy Orange took the first one by 11 points. It should be another fun game to watch here tonight, but let's just get into these key players. We'll start off with Olentangy Orange since they are the home team.
Yes, let's get started with Olentangy Orange. Here we have Andre Iverin, who's a 5'8 junior who has great proficiency in passing and he's a relentless defender, so that'll be pretty interesting.
Yeah, it should be.
In this game. And then we also have Ryan Cutler, who's a 6'4 senior who is a great rebounder, which I think that they'll really help them out in this game. And then lastly, we have Jason Foster, who's a 6'5 junior who has high athleticism and he's a hustler. So.
All right, and I'll get you started with the Westerville Central. So we have Tayshaus Cook, if I got that right, hopefully. 6'2 junior. He's the wing guard. He's the playmaker of the team, strong-minded. He's also the second leading scorer in this division, in the Buckeye division. Watch out for him. He dropped 27 points last time, I believe, against this team. So definitely watch out for him. You also have Quincy Clark. He's going to be your team leader, your ball handler, point guard for the game. And then also Will Lemaire. He is your senior on tonight, physical defender and a two-way player. Let's get into the coach's background.
Sure.
So let me start off with Kevin Martin. He's the coach of Westerville Central. He's an alum at Ohio State University. He's a walk-on there. He also transferred to UNC Asheville University. Ended up starting his senior year there, averaging about 22 points a game. Ended up playing overseas. Great coach. He came from Johnstown Monroe, led them to a district championship in 2016. And let's just get over to Olentangy.
So then let's get into Olentangy's coach a little bit. We have Anthony Callow, who is son of Ed Callow, who is also the Westerville South head coach. How crazy is that?
How crazy.
He's going against his dad tonight. I mean,
No, he's not going against his dad.
I thought you said he...
No, never mind.
Never
Hey,
mind.
it's
My
cool.
mistake.
We'll go with it.
But no, it's an interesting thing that his dad was head coach of Westerville South, and they are playing Westerville South tonight, which is pretty cool.
My bad. Okay, but let's just get into these key matchups before we head down to the guys. But Jason Foster, MJ Davis, it was great last time. Jason Foster dropped 24 points when he faced Central this year. We're just going to be looking out for Davis if he can contain him this game. If he cannot, he might have a similar game the last game. Quincy Clark, Andre Irvin, both point guards on the game today. But let's.
Teams are definitely really disciplined, so it's going to be, I think, a close matchup this game.
And speaking of discipline, that is one of our keys to the game today. If both of these teams are really disciplined, but if they get too selfish, if they pass the ball away, it might be hard for either of the teams to get a lead in the game. But basically, shot making is going to be really key for both teams. If they can catch fire early in Tayshaus, then I think Central can win it. If Foster catches fire early, I think that they can win it. But thank you guys for tuning in today to the COHSS pregame show. We're going to send the guys to the booth.
To go to Mojo Sports Gear. That's right, Mojo Sports Gear. At Mojo Sports Gear, you can get custom-made shirts. Whatever design you need, Mojo Sports Gear can provide it. Don't forget to grab a custom-made cap on your way out and rock the best headgear in the game. Give them a call at 614-864-6656. That's 614-864-6656.
Do you have a passion for broadcasting, sports, or film production? The Ohio Media School is currently enrolling. For more information, visit beonair.com or give us a call at 614-655-5250. That's 614-655-5250. Do you have a passion for broadcasting, sports?
Here we are, folks, live at Olentangy Orange High School in Powell, Ohio, for the 270 Hoops Game of the Week, powered by Score on Air and the Ohio Media School, between The 10-4 Olentangy Orange Pioneer and the 11-5 Westerville Central Warhawks. Thanks for joining us, everybody. I am Andy Evans, and sitting beside me for the colorful play-by-play analysis of tonight's game, Score on Air's very own Logan Morris. Logan, good to have you alongside me, sir.
Andy, it's an absolute pleasure. This is our first time working together. I think this is going to be a great game. I think this is going to be a colorful broadcast. Both these teams seem very evenly matched. They play. There's no quit in either team. They play both good two ways, and then there's hard hustle defense. So they were in for a physical, good matchup. I'm really looking forward to seeing it.
Well, this is a rematch, Logan, from December 13th when the Orange High School here visited the Westerville Central Warhawks, and it was 76-64 final score that went to the Pioneers. And there's the tip, and we are underway here at Orange High School.
Absolutely, I'm expecting another tight game, one that goes to the wire. I'm expecting a better game because these two have had the chance to scout each other now. So
and there's a turnover now by the Pioneers, and it's Tassos Cook. Oh my, Westerville Central's leading scorer. He's also second in scoring overall in the OCC Buckeye Division. A little over 17 points a game, and he gets the steal, and he gets the scoring underway, Logan.
I'm expecting Cook to have a big game. He's going to be the key there. He's going to make things happen. He is the centerpiece of their team, and he is kind of the motor that makes it run.
Scored 27 points in these two teams last game, and there's a little bit of a tie-up along the baseline as number 11 for Westerville Central, MJ Davis, got tied up there with number 12, Joel Addo of the Orange, and it's going to Westerville Central.
Again, that just points to the physicality I was talking about. Again, you're going to see some rough and tumble defense here, some good old-fashioned hard-nosed basketball.
And that was a hard-nosed play right there. It's number 14 for Westerville Central. He's got the ball, gives it to Cook. Cook in the lane, dishes it back out to the wing. As he drives the lane, it's up and no good.
Nice rebound there.
Zaddo comes down with the basketball, dishes it over to Cutler, who then turns it back over.
This is fast-paced action, Andy. You got to love it so far.
Well, so far these two teams coming out with a lot of energy, and I'm sure Westerville Central looking for something to prove after that first game, a loss at home.
Well, you know, when Central came out, Andy, and those of us watching on 2-7 Newton School on air, the crowd was giving them the boot bird, so you can feel the animosity, the friction. Both these teams want to win this game badly. I know that's cliche, but you can feel the rivalry in the air.
Absolutely.
But
Tyler Beckel has it.
There's a reason they call them cliches, Andy. That's because they're true.
The Loganity has begun here at Orange High School.
Absolutely, live and in living color. Thank you for the plug, sir.
There it is. Central's looking for a way to get inside on the Pioneers, and there's no luck.
Absolutely.
Davis has it, kicks it to Cook. Off the back of the rim, no good. They save it, though. Oh, and they're going to call a foul on Jason Foster, the 6'5" junior.
You know, they called a foul there, but really that's just good hustle by Foster, trying to do his job. And, you know, that's a basketball play.
Absolutely. Yep. No, that was a good play there by Foster to prevent the bucket from being scored. First free throw is up and in, and the Warhawks now with a 3-0 lead. 5:43 left here in the first period. Second free throw, rims around and is out. Cutler comes down with it. He's got the ball now at midcourt.
Let's see if
dishes it over to the point guard, Andre Irvin.
Let's see if the Orange can make something happen, get on the board here.
Kicks it over to the wing. Addo, no good from three. Ball out of bounds, and it's going back the other way. So right now, scoring not on the Pioneers' side. Does it look like maybe they're rushing a little bit here? They've turned the ball over a couple of times now, and it seems like maybe they're trying a little too hard to make something happen.
Yeah, I think they're in that filling out process where you're, you know, it's kind of like the first few minutes of a date for the first time.
Sure.
You're a little nervous trying to figure things out, trying to see what works and what doesn't, what jokes land, what moves land, and I think that's where we're at right here. We're trying to see what works offensively and defense, especially for the Orange.
And there's number 23 from the wing, Tyler Beckel for three. And it's a 6-0 ball game. We're at 5 minutes and counting here. And the Orange have yet to get on the board.
I'll tell you, the Orange have got to score because, the longer this deficit lasts, the longer you have a goose egg on the scoreboard, the panic sets in.
And there's Cutler as he gets to the rim. The shot is no good, but he draws the foul. And it looks like it's going to be on number 33 there, Will Lemaire. The 6'5" senior.
You don't want to make something more than what it is, but these free throws are pivotal at this point in the game because you want to kind of stop the proverbial bleeding.
Cutler's first free throw is in, and Orange is finally on the board with 4:49 to play here. The visiting Warhawks have a 5-point lead, but Cutler looking to make his second free throw here, and he does, and it's a 4-point lead.
Bring up the floor, good ball movement there.
There's Cook. Quickly gets the ball, underhanded flip off the backboard and in. What a move by Tassos Cook.
I'm betting the defense thought that was a pretty underhanded move right there because that was a big league play.
That was big time. You've got to love that move there by Cook. And look at this. Oh, my!
Come on, up with it.
Jason Foster.
Oh,
what a pass underneath to Foster.
Oh, I don't believe there's a trampoline under that basket.
Boy, you wouldn't have thought that there. You would have thought that there was, the way he got up off the deck like that.
Absolutely.
Central shot is no good.
Oh,
as Irvin now brings it down the court, and it looks like there's a. Ooh. He was underneath the basket. Looked like he was trying to get it out there on the wing to Cutler, and instead it stepped on the baseline. And once again, another turnover here by the Pioneers.
That big-time dunk had more hops than Frogger. That was, wow.
He certainly got off the deck for that one.
Yeah.
But here come the Warhawks with an 8-4 lead. Under 4 minutes to play. Cook's got it. Gonna kick it to the wing there for Davis. Who's to Beckel. Back over to the wing, inside to Cook. Off the glass, no good. But Beckel got the board, and he got the stick back.
The Warhawks are moving at a breakneck pace, and I think the Orange are having trouble adjusting to that.
Absolutely.
They're moving very, very quickly, and I think that's having trouble making the Orange get out of the blocks.
Right now, 10-4 lead. Central has come out with a fervor. As number 15, Jordan Bethel, drives the hoop. Instead, he gets fouled.
Again,
it looks like they're calling that one on, wow, number 33 once again, Will Lemaire. Looks like that's who they called the foul on.
I do believe so. That would make 2 for him already.
That'd make 2 for him in the game.
Already. And with these high school
hits his first free throw.
With these high school programs, depth is always a question. Just how good is your next man up?
Well, and that's right. And the last game that these two teams played, Orange, I think, only played with like 6 guys.
Yeah.
6 guys and still scored 76 points.
Well, they may have been a little depleted, but the scoreboard didn't show that by any stretch.
That's right.
And that's why it's great to be here.
That's right.
All right.
Up and in. The bucket no good, but Beckel there once again for a board and a stick back. We're at a 12-6 game with 3 minutes and counting here.
Again, to me, the Orange looks like they're really struggling to adjust to the fast pace that Westerville is using right now.
Yep.
Because they're playing the same game, but it feels like a case of chess and checkers almost. One is moving a little slow down, the one is moving at a breakneck pace.
Cutler was trying to get his way in there, but Will Lemaire played great defense. Cutler couldn't get it to go. And there's Beckel from the left wing, no good from 3, as it's stolen by Sam Rankin.
The hustle by Westerville is at a constant.
Landon Tillman, my apologies, Warhawks fans. That was Landon Tillman there with the steal.
The hustle by Westerville South is at an absolute breakneck pace. If you're enjoying this broadcast, you make sure to check us out at schoolonair.com. Check us out at the Ohio Media School. Give us a call or check out their website at beonair.com.
We got 2:05 now and counting. Cook's got it to the rack, and it's going against him. As Addo took the charge, and that's foul number 1 now on Tassos Cook. You cannot afford if you are Westerville Central to get that guy into foul trouble, because he is the main bread and butter for this team at nearly 17 points a game.
Absolutely. Sticking with your food metaphor, he is no doubt the main course of their proverbial meal.
There you go, as Irvin kicks it to the wing. No good on the shot by Foster. The Warhawks are coming the other way. It's a great dish underneath the Cook, who can't get it to go. But guess who? Number 23, Tyler Beckel, there with another rebound and another stick back.
Beckel got up and said, "Put that back, young man."
Boy,
wow.
He's playing a great game so far. Tyler Beckel, the 6'4" senior.
Just, again, hustle, heart, call it cliche if you want to, but that's what Westerville, and especially Beckel, is showing right here in this first quarter.
Two juniors there fighting for the basketball. 5'8" Andre Irvin from Olentangy Orange got tied up by 5'9" junior from Westerville Central, Landon Tillman.
You can't panic here if you're the Orange. It's only the first quarter. No big deal. You got time. You need to take a couple deep breaths and just play.
Cutler from up top of the key, and it's good for 3. And with 1:15 and counting, that's his first bucket of the game, and it's a 5-point Warhawk lead. Lemaire draws some iron, no good, but Cook's got it, kicks it to the wing. Tillman off the side iron, and a rebound goes back to Central as Will Lemaire comes down with it.
Too many second chance opportunities for Westerville so far. Orange has got to do better and get a body and box out.
They've been boxing out very well, both sides of the court.
Yeah, they absolutely, but they're allowing too many second chance opportunities. That and the fast pace is really doing them in for this first quarter. But long way to go, Andy.
Second-year head coach Kevin Martin telling his guys to slow it down here as we're now under 30 seconds in the first period, Logan. And you know that they're probably going to be looking for Cook, or the way that Beckel's been playing, maybe try and find him on the wing for a 3.
I was going to say, you got to think the way Beckel's been playing, you might ride the hot hand. I mean, you absolutely do.
And it's Beckel who's got it. Kicks it out top. To the rack, up and in.
That's going to count.
And the play clock winds down before the Orange could get a shot off. And right now, Logan, after the first period, it is the visiting Westerville Central Warhawks 16, Olentangy Orange 9.
Absolutely. There's a lot to like about this first quarter. Again, though, I feel like the Orange has got to get out of the box. They have to get out of the blocks.
And we will be back, folks, right after this on the 270 Hoops Game of the Week.
Do you have design ideas for t-shirts but you're not sure where to go? Go to Mojo Sports Gear. That's right, Mojo Sports Gear. At Mojo Sports Gear, you can get custom-made shirts. Whatever design you need, Mojo Sports Gear can provide it. Don't forget to grab a custom-made cap on your way out and rock the best headgear in the game. Give them a call at 614-864-6656. That's 614-864-6656.
Do you have a passion for broadcasting, sports, or film production? The Ohio Media School is currently enrolling. For more information, visit beonair.com or give us a call at 614-655-5250. That's 614-655-5250.
Welcome back, folks, to the 270 Hoops Game of the Week, powered by Score on Air and the Ohio Media School. Second period now underway here at Orange High School. 16-9, Westerville Central with a surprising lead after the first period. And I guess we've got a score update at the half, Logan, between two fellow OCC schools in Pickerington North and Gahanna.
Yes, Pickerington North is up 24-21 at halftime. We started late here, so they're already at halftime, up 24-21.
Wow, and what a game that is. Of course, 270 Hoops' very own Zach Fleer and the Central Ohio High School Showcase leader, Derek Owens. They're in attendance right now at that game.
They are there live in a living color. Absolutely. There were so many good games this week. We had to have two. A double dose, a double, if you will.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with taking a little extra dosage, a little extra dip.
Absolutely.
When you're talking about high school basketball, boy, I tell you what, there have been some great games this year. And we're watching one right now where it's a rematch from December 13th when Olentangy Orange invaded Westerville Central and walked out with a 76-64 win. But right now, the Warhawks with the 7-point lead. We got 7:15 to play.
You're not kidding.
You're
not kidding, my friend.
We see a couple of new guys on the court for the Orange, including number 10, John Stearns, who just turned the ball over.
You got to be curious if Orange's bench can give you that spark that you need. Because Westerville's felt in control the entire time.
Guess who? Beckel, another board and stick back.
At this point, we have to start going, Mama, there goes that man.
Now, I'm telling you what.
At this point, we have to do that.
And how about this, number 21 for the Orange, Elias Lewis, true freshman. 6-footer out here, running the point. He's got the ball, and it's nothing but air there for the freshman.
They got tied up like a tennis shoe right there.
No, it did get tied up, and it's going to stay here with the Orange.
You know, again, the big thing I'm noticing so far in this first half is the physicality. I mean, like I said, I'm expecting a lot of people going to the line, a lot of stoppages, because there is some animosity, there's some friction.
A little bit of animosity and friction indeed, Logan, as another tie-up. And guess what? Ball's going back the other way.
Again, that's my big key for the first half is just the physicality and the friction that it's taken. Again, you can feel a little bit of animosity here. It's good, clean animosity, if you will. But there is certainly some friction in the air tonight, as Phil Collins would say.
They can feel it coming in the air tonight as Tillman's got the basketball, dishes over to Cook. 6'4" sophomore, number 10 out there for Westerville Central, Brad Leonard, as Beckel is now on the bench. Lemaire came in for him, and wow, what a move to the hoop. Tillman fought through the defense and was able to get the friendly roll into the bucket, and it's now 20-9 with under 6 minutes to go here in the first half. Westerville Central.
Absolutely. Fighting through is the way to put it. He looks like beast mode.
What a dish from Lewis as Cutler was able to get the bucket. And wow, to the hoop there for Cook. What a move.
The action, the pace is starting to pick up here for both teams. I think that's so big for the Orange to up their pace and try to match Westerville, because trying to slow them down in the first quarter, frankly, did not work.
Lewis has got it now as he dishes over to the wing there to Foster, to Lewis. Lewis looking, back to Foster. Cutler's going to fire away, and it's off the side iron, and Leonard comes down with it.
See, though, you can feel that the Orange is kind of settled in and starting to reuse their game plan. They have a little bit more control about things.
Cook gives it up to Lemaire, and it's off the back iron and over the backboard, and with 5:03, it's a 22-11 Westerville Central lead. 270 Hoops, folks. Be sure to check them out online, 270hoops.com. They've got a YouTube channel. Let me tell you what, Logan, you want information about Central Ohio High School basketball, 270 Hoops is honestly the place to go. I've seen some of the other websites out there that have a bigger name than 270 Hoops, and quite frankly, I don't know why, because 270 Hoops and what Zach Fleer and his staff have done there is it's been absolutely extraordinary.
Absolutely. They are putting Central Ohio basketball really on the map in the right way. 270 Hoops is the first place you should go. They are your be-all, end-all source. They are the baseball reference of high school basketball, 270 Hoops.
Absolutely, and Foster there did a little kind of dipsy-do spin around, little pirouette up underneath the bucket, underhanded layup, and it went in. 22-13 now. Warhawks still with this lead.
Sometimes presentation isn't what counts. It's about getting it in the bucket.
Boy, and getting to the bucket right there is Tassos Cook.
He is the, I know I said it earlier, he is the centerpiece. He is what's going to drive this team, get them back in the ballgame, get the momentum on their side. Tassos Cook is the key ingredient to this team.
He is the cook, too, as Irvin turns it over. Guess who's got it? Cook to the bucket, and one.
Absolutely. Tassos Cook putting on a show.
10 points now for Tassos Cook, the 6'1 junior. And he's got a chance to hit the free throw here to give himself 11 points for the game, Logan. And his team a 14-point lead on the road.
Again, he is putting on a show. The team is on his proverbial back, if you will. He is absolutely putting on a show tonight, showing up on the big stage. We're doing it for 270 Hoops Score on air. You know, the kids are hyped up, and he's showing up at the right time under these bright lights.
And he is out. Coach Anthony Kalo giving him a little bit of a breather here. Excuse me, Coach Kevin Martin giving him a little bit of a breather.
Yes, Kevin Martin, who went to the Ohio State University.
Yes, he did.
Then transferred over to UNC Asheville and had a very good senior season, averaging nearly 22 points. So he knows what he's doing in there.
Cutler tried to get to the hoop, and it was no good as MJ Davis comes down with the board, and it's now Warhawks with the basketball. Davis fires from the top of the key. It's good.
Oh,
Central is just feeling it right now, Logan.
He fired, and he did not miss.
MJ Davis, first points of the night, and he made them count from beyond the arc.
MJ Davis looking like a certain MJ right there.
That's good reference. I tell you what, his nice silky shot there. And,
yes.
Oh, boy.
I believe he's known as Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
Yeah, indeed he is. Little out of control there by Addo. Somehow they were able to maintain possession of the ball, but right now, Landon Tillman gets it, tied up, and I believe it's going to stay here on this side of the court.
And again, the physicality, you see all the tie-ups. Again, you see the tie-ups, you see the physicality. It doesn't matter who the player is. It's not a player thing. It's these teams are fighting hard.
Irvin guarded by Tillman. Ball goes off Tillman's leg and out of bounds, stays with the Pioneers. 2:40 to go here, Logan, and it is a 30-13 lead. Pretty much all Warhawks.
The Pioneers, you can't panic if you're the Pioneers. You still got a whole half to play. Still 2:40 here, but you got to start getting stops. You got to start playing your game.
Inbounds at the Foster. Irvin's got it, kind of poked away by Tillman. Deep three by Irvin. Ooh, couldn't get it to go. Addo with the rebound. He couldn't get it to go. Brad Leonard comes down with it. Dishes over to MJ Davis, who gets it blocked from behind by Jason Foster, but he still was able to get the board, stick it back. He's fired up, and so are these Warhawks. 2:15 to go, and it is almost a 20-point lead by the visiting Westerville Central Bay Warhawks here at Olentangy Orange High School.
I mean, I haven't seen a block that good since LeBron in the NBA Finals.
Boy.
I mean, that was fantastic. Got up there, and I mean, yes, got to put back. But again, effort. Nice to see Olentangy not quitting. You can see the effort's still there, the heart's still there. They're going to do what they can to make it an interesting rest of this quarter and the second half.
Absolutely. We're going to cut to a break, but we'll be right back after these words.
That's second half.
And the action staying right here, Logan, is...
Absolutely, the action staying right here. This has been so good. We can't break away. I mean, it's the thing you can't get away from. I'll tell you, this first half, the effort, the intensity from Westerville South especially, I got to be so impressed. And, of course, we know who the big centerpiece has been. We know who he's been. Tassos Cook is cooking in the kitchen like Chef Boyardee.
Well, I tell you what, Tassos Cook, he's got 11, but Tyler Beckel also with 11. MJ Davis has got 5. As Westerville Central forces another Olentangy Orange turnover. And it looked like that one was off of Jordan Bethel, the 6'1 junior.
Again, the physicality between I know I'm like a broken record with that. But, I mean, you can just see this is going to be one of those games. And I expect that to pick up in the second half. More physicality.
Warhawks got it. Davis to the wing there to Lemaire. Lemaire back to the wing.
Looking to make a move.
What a move. Oh, he found Cook wide open. Cook decided not to take the wide open three.
Little hesitation there by Cook.
right now with under a minute and a half to play.
No shot clock in high school basketball.
No shot clock in high school basketball whatsoever. So head coach Kevin Martin just telling them to, hey, slow it down. We've got a very solid lead here. We can take into the half and have some great momentum. Let's slow it down. Let's play for, heck, at this point, maybe one last shot. Because to your point, Logan, there's no shot clock in high school basketball.
Absolutely. There's no rush. If an offense wants to have two speeds of slow and slower, they're allowed to do so. High school basketball, you can take your sweet time and marinate with it.
Well, and unfortunately, though, Central just turned the ball over. With a minute 2 left.
I think Orange has got to get buckets as quickly as possible for momentum's sake. They want to cut that down as much as possible.
Absolutely. They've at least got to get a bucket. As Stearns there tried to get inside and there was no dice, they were cutting them off. Oh, nice little move there, up and under by number 12, Joel Addo.
Joel used his size there, and literally it was I'm a train, get off my tracks, I'm coming through.
Yeah, he's 6'2", and he's only a sophomore, folks.
Yeah.
30 seconds left to play here. Cook's got it up top.
He's got the kind of size where he's not that man, but he's going to be. Again, Westerville playing that slow-down basketball, just taking it easy.
Stearns there. Oh, nice move to the bucket. The Warhawks now back to a 19-point lead, under 10 seconds to go here. Cutler's got it. He might be playing for the shot. Instead, he gets it underneath to Foster, who's jammed at the rim by Davis.
Oh,
Davis is kind of hooping it up here.
Wow. He was absolute. Oh, it was jammed in there. It was packed tighter than a potato wedge at KFC. Wow.
Instead, they call the foul on Lemaire. Looks like Lemaire hit Foster on the arm, so Foster's going to have 2 shots. And with 0.1 second left here in the first half, Jason Foster hits his first free throw.
These are big free throws for Foster and the Orange.
Misses the second. Lemaire with the rebound. And folks, that'll do it. End of the first half here at Orange High School, where the visiting Westerville Central Warhawks a 34-16 lead over the home Olentangy Orange Pioneers. So that'll do it for us here for the first half. We're going to go to a break, and we will be back after these words.
Do you have design ideas for t-shirts but you're not sure where to go? Go to Mojo Sports Gear. That's right, Mojo Sports Gear. At Mojo Sports Gear, you can get custom-made shirts. Whatever design you need, Mojo Sports Gear can provide it. Don't forget to grab a custom-made cap on your way out and rock the best headgear in the game. Give them a call at 614-864-6656. That's 614-864-6656.
Do you have a passion for broadcasting, sports, or film production? The Ohio Media School is currently enrolling. For more information, visit beonair.com or give us a call at 614-655-5250. That's 614-655-5250.
Do you have design ideas for t-shirts but you're not sure where to go? Go to Mojo Sports Gear. That's right, Mojo Sports Gear. At Mojo Sports Gear, you can get custom-made shirts. Whatever design you need, Mojo Sports Gear can provide it. Don't forget to grab a custom-made cap on your way out and rock the best headgear in the game. Give them a call at 614-864-6656. That's 614-864-6656. Made shirts. Whatever design you need, Mojo Sports Gear can provide it. Don't forget to grab a custom-made cap on your way out and rock the best headgear in the game. Give them a call at 614-864-6656. That's 614-864-6656.
Do you have a passion for broadcasting, sports, or film production? The Ohio Media School is
shows right here. Westerville Central leads Olentangy Orange 34-16 at the end of the half. Tassos having a huge game. He has 11 points at the half, and also Quincy Clark to add 8 points. Some other key stats from Olentangy is
Okay, so right now for Olentangy, we have Jason Foster with just 5 points. Then we have Ryan Cutler with 7. We really need Orange to step up this next half. Their defense wasn't that great first half, but let's hope second half they come out with a better energy and their defense turns it up a little bit.
Yes, I definitely agree with that. Their defense needs to step up. It just seems like they're lackluster out there, and they're not playing physical defense like they did last time. And basically, Central came up here. He stole home court for the most part for the first half, and they're playing this defense that I haven't really seen before. But you have to say, I believe that it's going to be a thrilling second half here, and Foster is definitely going to get some more points. He is one of the best players in this division. So I think that Tassos and Foster match up right now. But Will Lemire, he's doing a great job on Foster right now, limiting him in scoring.
And like I said before, I do believe if the Orange comes back second half and they really tear up this defense, they can take this game over. Right now, the Hawks have pulled away a little bit, but like I said, if Orange comes back with a strong defense, I have no doubt that they will pull out a win for this game.
And speaking of this crowd, man, it was so funny. Like this crowd for Olentangy Orange is pretty funny, kind of similar to St. Charles. They're just really loud. They're getting into Tassos for the most part, but he's just showing them out. But yeah, huge half by both teams, mostly Central and Westerville Central. But I think really you have to say it stands out like the coaching wise, like Central's just out coaching Olentangy right now, and they just really need to step up their defense for the most part, really.
Just piggybacking off of what you said, I do think that Orange is being outcoached right now by the Hawks. But with the energy in this room, I do believe that Orange will come out and take the win. So we'll see.
All right, that does it for Kyra. So, what do you have any score predictions for the second half, or do you think that the Pioneers of the Olentangy Orange can they seal it by the fourth quarter?
I do believe that the Orange can seal it by the fourth quarter. I'd say maybe the score. I don't have an exact prediction right now, but I do believe that the Orange can come back, get more energized, and take this game over.
So there's your hot take right there. Learn from the best, I guess you could say. But anyways, I think the Central is going to pull out. They're feeling kind of hoarse after the first loss to them in the season, especially at home, getting bounced by 11 points. So they kind of brought that fire back and like, we're not losing this game. We're taking this. We're going to take this division this year. We're going to try all our best to just run this division all the way out of this division, even continue this into the playoffs. But thank you guys for tuning in to the COHSS halftime show. We're going to send it back to the guys, but we'll be back for the post-game show and your Mojo Sports Gear player of the game.
Do you have design ideas for t-shirts but you're not sure where to go? Go to Mojo Sports Gear. That's right, Mojo Sports Gear. At Mojo Sports Gear, you can get custom-made shirts. Whatever design you need, Mojo Sports Gear can provide it. Don't forget to grab a custom-made cap on your way out and rock the best headgear in the game. Give them a call at 614-864-6656. That's 614-864-6656.
Do you have a passion for broadcasting, sports, or film production? The Ohio Media School is currently enrolling. For more information, visit beonair.com or give us a call at 614-655-5250. That's 614-655-5250.
Here we are back at Olentangy Orange High School for the second half between the Pioneers and the visiting Westerville Central Warhawks. And we've had a bit of a shocker on our hands. I am Andy Evans, sitting beside me for the second half, calling the color, Mr. Logan Morris. And Logan, kind of a weird one here at Orange High School this evening.
Well, it's a rainy day here in Central Ohio, in Powell, Ohio.
Indeed
So,
it is.
so maybe just a little something in the air. I'm very curious to see how Tassos Coach Westerville does for the rest of this game. See what kind of show he keeps putting on. Let's get to this second half, huh?
34-16 now. Warhawks with the lead as Joel Addo gets to the bucket to start the scoring here in the second half. This is now 34-18, 7:35 to play. Clark's got it. Fires from 3. It's off the side iron, but Cook comes down with the rebound. Right on cue there, Logan.
Absolutely. Again, just get second verse, same as the first, right?
And he's got the ball up and under. Draws the foul from Jordan Bethel. And Cook's headed to the line for another and one. And that is points number 13 now for Tassos Cook, the 6'1 junior.
Let's see if he can make it 14.
And he does. 7:22 to play here. Orange High School trailing Westerville Central 37-18. Cutler's got it, gave it to Irvin, who gives it to Addo, no good. Cook comes down with it, and it's coming the other way.
Cook looks to be continuing the same pace as always,
Yes,
as he did in the first half.
Absolutely. Quincy Clark's got it now, a little stutter step, stop, hands off to, Beckel couldn't get it to go, but Lemaire comes down with it, who gives it to Cook, gives it to Davis, gives it to Clark. Clark backs it up, guarded by Cutler. Clark now making a move, guarded by Andre Irvin. Can't get to the inside as much as he'd like.
You can see that they're trying to get to the inside, but that's also early second half slow down basketball, in my opinion.
MJ Davis has got it. Couldn't get inside on Bethel, so he kicks it back out to Lemaire, who gives it to Clark, who draws the block on Andre Irvin. That looks like that'll be Irvin's first of the game, and so far Andre Irvin, no points on the scoreboard for the 5'8" junior, Logan.
Yeah, they absolutely need him to step up here in the second half if there's, because you want everybody. You want all hands on deck, the proverbial saying. Again, cliche as it may be, it's true.
Well, and Andre Irvin, he's the team's leading scorer. He's at 14 points a game, and he is being held so far to 0 points.
And, if you'd have told me that, I'd have called you a liar. So if anyone predicted that, let me know, and let's go play the lottery.
Well, Clark couldn't get the free throws to fall. And look at this, MJ Davis with the steal. Racing to the hoop. Wow.
Oh, my.
Andre Irvin couldn't get the steal, and Davis with a nice up and under move to the rack, and it's an over 20-point lead. And Davis once again with a steal. Cook's got it. Irvin's defense no good, and he sticks it in for a 41-18 lead here with 5.5 minutes to play in the third period. Unbelievable defense here. 2 steals in a row by the Warhawks, and now Andre Irvin drives the lane and looks like he's going to now draw a foul.
Early on here in the second half, you can see Westerville is not taking their foot off the gas one bit. They are playing with that same intensity, the same enthusiasm. It'd be easy to kind of lose that proverbial edge here in the second half with such a big lead, but that's not happening so far.
Well, and that foul is on 6'5" senior number 33, Will Lemaire. That's his third. He's going to come out as Landon Tillman now comes in. So Coach Kevin Martin takes out a big, puts in a smaller guy, maybe for a little more quickness.
Absolutely. I'm very curious to see what this quicker lineup would do. Of course, you can't do much better than they've done.
Irvin gets both free throws. It's a 41-20 lead here as Clark with the ball coming up half court, guarded by Irvin. Gives it to Davis. Gives it to Tillman. Tillman to Cook. Cook gives it to Clark, who dishes to Davis from downtown. Ring it up.
That dish was served hot. He dialed long distance. He had to press 1 back in the day.
10 points now for MJ Davis. And the students who made it from Westerville Central are starting to chant his name. And we got a stoppage on the court, as now it looks like Tyler Beckel called with his second foul of the game, Logan. And with 4.5 minutes to play here, 44-20.
Again, Orange they've got to get stops. They've got to somehow change the momentum because Old Mo is a pretty fickle man, but they got to find a way to change his mind.
Absolutely. Cutler's got it. Underneath is Bethel. Not sure if that was a pass or a shot by Cutler. I'm going to go ahead and lean towards that was a pass to Jordan Bethel as he caught it underneath. And he is fouled by number 11, MJ Davis. So Bethel will now go to the line, shooting 2. Gets the first. Bethel can't get the second to go off the back iron. And Clark looks like maybe Bethel went over his back as Cutler came down with it and stuck it back in the hoop. And instead of 1, they got 2 from the deal. As Clark now gets poked from behind.
If it wasn't called, it didn't happen. If it wasn't called, it didn't happen.
Now there's the freshman Elias Lewis now in the game. And he gets tagged with a little reach-around foul on Clark. As Beckel inbounds to Tillman. He's on the court along with Clark, MJ Davis, and Tassos Cook. Tillman being guarded by the freshman Lewis, who's on the court with Jordan Bethel, Jason Foster. There's Ryan Cutler on Quincy Clark. And Andre Irvin took a charge from Clark, but Clark dished the basketball over to the wing for Davis, and Davis again from downtown gets another 3, Logan, and boy, these Central Warhawks are just coming to play.
Absolutely. They're turning this into a rout, but this is where, if you're Orange, this is where you find out what you're made of. This is serious adversity.
Absolutely. Irvin there from the wing. He was fouled by number 20, Landon Tillman, so looks like that was a 3 ball. I think Irvin's going to get 3 shots here. It's the first.
And don't forget, if you need custom shirts, custom hats, make sure to give a call to Mojo Sports Gear here in Columbus, Ohio. You can call them, or you can check out the website at mojosportsgear.com. That's Mojo Sports Gear.
And we got a little bit of a discussion going on here on the court. Logan, doesn't look like they're trying to decide. It looks like between, was it 2 or was it 3?
Well, they might have to huddle up the officials here. We've seen.
And here's a score update for you folks, as it looks like they decided that Andre Irvin's going to shoot 3 free throws. He gets the first 2, looking for a third. But right now, Pickerington North, with 11 seconds left to go, a 51-49 lead over Gahanna. And folks, we have now received word that it is official from our very own Adam Dell. The game is over. Pickerington North has beaten Gahanna 51-49 as Quincy Clark strokes one from just beyond the free throw line after an Olentangy Orange turnover. And almost turning it over again as Andre Irvin. Cutler comes up with the ball. Gives it to Bethel, who's on the wing. Back to Cutler up top of the key. Fakes to Irvin, gives it back to Bethel. Bethel with a spin move inside. Instead, it's poked away. Guess who's got it? MJ Davis racing to the hoop. Oh, and Bethel went back and picked his pocket.
Ooh.
It's going to be off on Bethel. And with exactly 3 minutes to go here in the third period in a 23-point lead, ball stays with the Central Warhawks, Logan.
I admire the Orange's hustle, but again, they are getting out-hustled and frankly outplayed and potentially outcoached by Westerville Central. It's just been the Westerville Central and Friends show so far here tonight.
Yeah, Westerville Central has definitely come in here with a fervor, with a purpose, revenge on their mind as Cook has it. And the basket is no good because Irvin took the charge and it's going the other way. That's going to be foul number 2 on Tassos Cook, who currently leads all scorers, Logan, with 16.
again, Tasso's putting on a great show, but there's been other people like MJ Davis. It's been a whole host of people at Westerville Central. Everybody's come ready to play. You can see they had a great game plan, and revenge is on their mind.
Absolutely. They have come in. They have executed that game plan well. And right now, I don't want to say it's desperation time for the Pioneers, but you've got to wonder, as Jason Foster gets to the hoop for two, they've got to have more plays like that, and their defense has got to come and lock down. And right now, as you see there, a little half-court trap as Stearns and Cutler tried to trap Clark. No good on the shot as
Absolutely.
the Warhawks.
The Orange's only shot is to play lockdown defense like they're hosting a reformatory. They absolutely have got to play some of the best defense they've played in their entire high school career.
Yep, well, if they're going to have any chance to come back in this ball game with 2:22 to play in the third period and down by 21 points, defense is certainly going to be the name of the game.
And if you enjoy Score on Air, you can check out all our shows, including Loganity, Tuesdays 4 to 6. That's Loganity, hosted by yours truly.
What?
Loganity presented by Mojo Sports Gear, as a matter of fact.
Oh, my goodness.
That's every Tuesday, 4 to 6 on ScoreOnAir.com.
Well, let me tell you what. If the Loganity hasn't already started in this game, I can't wait to hear the Loganity every Tuesday from 4 to 6.
Absolutely.
Tell me a little bit about Loganity and everybody else out there, because I'll be honest with you, I'm not exactly as familiar with it as I should be.
Well, again, that's your mistake, Andy. No disrespect.
It is.
No disrespect
I'm a
to you.
cotton-headed nitty-muggins. I'm sorry.
But Loganity is where my co-host Styles and Jason McCarthy, who is here, we talk everything pro wrestling, whether that be WWE, whether that be NXT, whether that be AEW, and we like to throw it back and talk some of the old school stuff. You know, the NWA, little Ric Flair, little Dusty Rhodes.
Oh, wow.
And we do it with a certain Flair, pardon the pun, every Tuesday 4 to 6.
Every Tuesday from 4 to 6. I'm going to get my Loganity on. Let me tell you what. MJ Davis there draws a foul on Jordan Bethel. That's Bethel's second of the game. As Clark's now got it up top, looking inside, can't find a crease, dishes to Davis on the wing. Back to Clark, spin move around to Irvin. Irvin trying to put a little defense. There's just a size mismatch there between the how tall is he? Good Lord, 6'1". I lost my spot on the roster. The 6'1" junior Quincy Clark and the 5'8" junior Andre Irvin. As Clark draws the foul on Irvin. And I believe that's Irvin's third foul of the game. As Stearns, Bethel come out. The freshman Lewis and Addo are back in. Addo joins Cutler, Foster, and Irvin on the court.
But Andy, you mentioned the term mismatch, and that's what this game has been so far.
Yep.
One giant mismatch. No disrespect to the Orange, but the score is what the score is. They've got to find a way to get back in this thing. And again, this is where you find out what a team is made of.
Absolutely. We're going to find out here with 1:45 to go and down by 23 points. As the freshman Lewis has it, dishes it to Foster. There's a guy they've got to get going right now in this ball game is Jason Foster, third on the Orange in scoring at nearly 13 points a game, and instead they turn it over. Cook's got it, trying to fight his way to the bucket as he turns it over, trying to get it to Tillman. Instead it finds Cutler's hands. Addo almost turns it over. Lewis ends up with it, gives it to Cutler off the front iron. No good. Foster, though, tips it back to Irvin, who's trying to weave his way inside, trips. Addo finds Lewis on the wing. And there could be a little bit of a spark as the freshman, Elias Lewis, hits the three. And with 1:08 left and a timeout on the floor, it's a 20-point Westerville Central Warhawk lead over the Orange Pioneers.
Well, I mentioned earlier that the momentum, Old Mo, as I like to call him, is a very fickle man. So I'm very interested to see if that deep shot, that big three right there, can change Old Mo's mind and get him to shift over to the Orange a little bit.
Is that like Mo from The Simpsons, the bartender? Where he kind of talks like this, say, I'm Old Mo.
Well, Mo can be pretty fickle on The Simpsons as well. Sometimes he's not Homer's best friend, but then other times he shows a heart.
Had to have been the worst Mo from Simpsons impersonation I've ever done. And I got to admit, I'm still coming over a chest cold here. So if everybody out there says, what is with this guy's voice? I'm I'm still sounding a little raspy, trying to get over this. But hey, you know, like any great broadcaster, Logan, we trudge on, no matter the case. Right?
Absolutely. It doesn't matter if I sound like I'm in ankle-deep snow. I'll take it because you have a chest cold, but I have no excuse. So if they're sitting there going, "What's wrong with that guy?" I am as he made me, folks.
Hey, you're sounding brilliant, sir. You're sounding brilliant. I like it.
Thank you, my friend.
51-31, a minute 8 here to go in the third period. As it's Tillman, Clark, Brad Leonard, the sophomore, Tyler Beckel, the senior, and Tassos Cook, the junior, for the Central Warhawks. Clark being guarded by Cutler, catches a screen. Now he's guarded by Foster. Clark gives it up to Tillman. Leonard with the screen, and nice little move by Tillman to get around Cutler as he cuts to the bucket. Up and good.
Oh, and he cut through that. He cut through that with a knife. That was some serious intensity.
That was a good move by the 5'9" junior, Landon Tillman. As Cutler just kind of gave up on defense there, and Tillman found his way pretty easily to the hoop. Cutler's got it. Fires a three, front iron. Cook comes down with the board. Now the Warhawks once again with coming up on 10 seconds to play here in the period, just looking to maybe slow it down a little bit as Clark's got it. Time winding down. Tries to get to the hoop. Shot's no good, but he draws the foul on Addo with 1.4 seconds left.
Things are looking bleak for Olentangy, to say the least.
And that's going to be foul number 2 on Addo. As Clark now gets point number 10 of the ball game with that free throw. Number 2's good. 1.4 seconds left. Cutler inbounds to Irvin. Irvin not even going to try. Not even worth trying to throw your arm out and launch that far down the court. As the third period here at Orange High School comes to an end, where the Westerville Warhawks, I'm going to get it right at one of these points, 55, the Olentangy Orange Pioneers, 31. We'll be back right after this for the fourth period on your 270 Hoops Sports Game of the Week.
Do you have design ideas for t-shirts but you're not sure where to go? Go to Mojo Sports Gear. That's right, Mojo Sports Gear. Do you have design ideas for t-shirts but you're not sure where to go? Go to Mojo Sports Gear. That's right, Mojo Sports Gear. At Mojo Sports Gear, you can get custom-made shirts. Whatever design you need, Mojo Sports Gear can provide it. Don't forget to grab a custom-made cap on your way out and rock the best headgear in the game. Give them a call at 614-864-6656. That's 614-864-6656.
Do you have a passion for broadcasting, sports, or film production? The Ohio Media School is currently enrolling. For more information, visit beonair.com or give us a call at 614-655-5250. That's 614-655-5250.
We're now underway at Olentangy Orange High School, where the visiting Westerville Central Warhawks have a 55-31 lead over the Pioneers as Ryan Cutler bats the ball from behind out of Quincy Clark's hand and almost knocks down our equipment. Let me tell you what, sir, that's expensive stuff to have to replace.
Absolutely.
You're lucky you're in the middle of a game right now.
Absolutely it is. Our main man, Adam Dell, would be irate if that equipment were to be hurt.
Yeah, I don't think people are happy to replace equipment, but you know what? That's also part of the pratfall in doing a live basketball game.
Well, you know, the old saying is anything can happen when you do it live, Andy. Anything can happen when you do it live.
We're going to do it live as Jordan Bethel now called for foul number 3 of the ball game. And that puts Westerville Central in the bonus, 1-1 First shot good by Cook. It's now his 17th point in the game, leading all scorers. Is now Addo comes out. Lewis in. Irvin, Cutler, Foster, and Bethel all on the court for the Orange. Leonard, Cook, Tillman, Lemaire, and Clark on the court for the Warhawks, and it's Leonard with the steal from Cutler as he just got caught up in a little bit of a trap, and the sophomore Leonard stole it away. Clark now got bumped a little bit, was able to find Leonard on a pass, who gives it to Lemaire, who gives it back to Clark, and it's up and good. 7 minutes to play here in the ball game, Logan. And the Central Warhawks just continue to stretch their lead.
It has been the Warhawk show. Westerville Central has completely dominated, decimated, frankly.
There's Lewis with his second three of the game, and that was from way out. He almost shot it from his own bench.
Looked like a Steph Curry tribute.
I'm telling you what, that was very Steph Curry-esque right there. Maybe not as Steph Curry-esque, but he was pretty far out in that one. Got it to go. That's all that matters. 58-34, 6.5 to play in the game. Clark in the lane. No good. Cutler and Leonard kind of fighting for it and went off Leonard's hand, and it's going to go back the other way to the Pioneers.
I'm curious to see how the Pioneers can respond emotionally, because you know where you're looking at it on the scoreboard, but can you find the fortitude to not quit, to not give up when things look bleak? It's not about winning and losing here. It's about doing the right thing.
And if you're going to get back in this ball game, you might continue giving the ball to that kid right there. Number 21, the 6-foot freshman, Elias Lewis, as he drains another one from downtown. And we've got a stoppage in play with 6:17 to go here. And it's still a lengthy lead for the Warhawks, but a couple of threes there by Lewis has chopped the deficit a little bit to a 58-37 Warhawk lead.
Well, Andy, you know as well as I do, in sports, you never say never. You never say never.
No, this is true.
It looks unlikely, but anything can cause that spark. And when you cause the right spark, it might start a fire.
Well, they need this whole place, safely to burn down. Of course, no tragedies, casualties, or even injuries needed. But if they want a bit of a spark, yep, they need a big spark here. And Lewis with a couple of threes, that's going to help out.
They need to be proverbial arsonists to make this thing happen.
Just not the kind where you get in trouble.
Right.
Just,
That's why I said proverbial.
Proverbial. Yeah, good call.
Proverbial.
Good call. Lemaire shoved by Andre Irvin, and Irvin is not looking happy at all because his Pioneers are down, and they're going to keep sending the Warhawks to the line now. Every time they foul, doesn't matter if it's in the act of shooting or on the floor, is Andre Irvin, the Orange's leading scorer at almost 14 points a game, commits his third foul. He's only scored 5. The Warhawks have done a great job of really holding him at bay, Logan, and not letting him be a huge threat.
That's been a huge surprise to me at just how, frankly, they've shackled him. They've absolutely shackled him.
Well, and like right there, they were shackling him up. Now, Irvin does draw the foul. It looks like on number 20, Landon Tillman, so that'll be his second. But that does not put the Pioneers in the bonus just yet.
If he has been shackled, then they've been some really disrespectful bailiffs tonight.
Irvin has it from Bethel, who gives it to Cutler on the wing. And they call a foul on the floor here. And it looks like they're going to call it on number 10, Brad Leonard. So now both teams are in the bonus. Any fouls from here on out will result in free throws for both teams. Cutler at the line for a 1-and-1. Trying to cut into this 23-point deficit with just under 6 minutes to play. He gets the first of the 1-and-1 to go. And the second one's good. 5:56 to go here. Orange High School in Powell, Ohio. As Coach Anthony Kalo pulls the freshman Lewis. Bethel's back on the floor with Joel Addo, Jason Foster, Ryan Cutler, and Andre Irvin on the floor here for the Warhawks. Number 14 there with the basketball. Quincy Clark, who passes to number 20. Landon Tillman, who's now zooming around the court, just trying to kind of maybe play a little bit of offensive keep away. Who dishes it on the wing for Beckel. Can't get it to go. Irvin comes down with it. He's now being trapped by Cook and Clark. And they call Clark for a little bit of a bump there. Clark was straight up, and he's not sure exactly why he was called for the foul, but nonetheless, the Zebras slap Clark on the wrist. That's going to be his first foul of the game.
You can see by Cook's body language he wholeheartedly disagrees with that call.
Yeah,
his calculator came up with a different equation, and he does not see it the way the official does.
Irvin gets the first free throw to fall. Lead now down to 20 as Cook comes out of the game, being replaced by Davis. Irvin with his second free throw good. Lewis back in the game for the Pioneers. Davis has got it, and now the Orange are going with a full court press, and the Warhawks break it pretty easily. As Davis gave it up underneath to Tillman, who gave it to Lemaire. Lemaire got blocked, couldn't get it to go, but Tillman comes down with the rebound. And the Warhawks retain possession.
Once again, the Orange has just been out-hustled and out-manned and outgunned tonight. It's just been an absolute mismatch.
Coach Kevin Martin's going to call a timeout here with just under 5 minutes to play, and now a 19-point lead for the Warhawks.
You know, if you're the Orange here, again, you can't quit, you can't give up. This is where you find out what you're made of. You face adversity. This game may not go your way. The first 3 quarters certainly haven't gone your way. But this can be a great growing and teaching moment. I know people don't like to be caught up in moral victories, but this is high school basketball. It's 270 hoops. Moral victories matter for the future of your season and the future of your success.
Well, and one thing that really jumps out to me here, Logan, is the fact that you've got 3 guys on the court right now for the Warhawks in number 11, MJ Davis, number 14, Quincy Clark, number 20, Landon Tillman, number 33, Will Lemaire, and number 23, Tyler Beckel. And the 3 of those guys in Davis, Clark, and Beckel, all in double digits, they don't have their main scorer on the floor right now. With Tassos Clark, he's sitting on the bench taking a rest.
You know, it shows you what a team effort it's been. I mean, there hasn't been any selfish play. No one's kind of taken over. There's been great ball movement, and there's been great opportunities all around. And frankly, you're just out there making plays. And so you have to. This is going to up the Westerville Central morale greatly. They can all hold their head high, and they're all candidates to be the Mojo Sports Gear Player of the game.
Yep, there's a lot of choices to choose from. I would say right now, Cook is the odds-on favorite, but if some of these guys maybe drain a few buckets, who knows?
Might unseat him right off that perch.
Might unseat him as Tillman's got it. Dishes to Davis. Back to Tillman. Now approaching 4 minutes to go in the game with a 19-point lead. Davis has got it and almost stolen by Irvin. Clark was able to get it, but it was stolen by Foster, and Irvin down there to cherry pick as he catches the pass from Foster, and it's now down to 17. Boy, Cutler really was fouling Lemaire there.
Absolutely.
As they were able to get the ball to a wide open Beckel, who found Lemaire again in the hoop. Under 3.5 to go. 62-43. Warhawks, Cutler from 3. Now it's down to 16 with 3:15 and counting. You know, Coach Kevin Martin here telling his guys, hey, look, let's play smart. Let's hold the basketball. Let's not try and, create any silly plays to somehow allow Orange to maybe not necessarily at this point get back in the game, but at least make things a little closer. because it was a 20-some point lead at one point. Now with 3 minutes to play, that lead's been chopped to 16. With 3 minutes to go, Logan, do we see Tassos Cook come back in the ball game?
I don't think it's necessarily necessary because at this point, no disrespect to the Orange, unless they really put their foot in it here. I mean, they look like they have it handled. So for me, you have to wonder, yes, Cook getting out there, getting more points, and cementing his status as player of the game is great. But you also could risk injury. You've got it pretty in hand. So we'll see here. But Coach knows what he's doing. He coached at he played at the Ohio State University. Excuse me. He knows what he's doing.
Well, and maybe the answer to that question is we see 5'10" senior number 2 Lance Wyatt in the ball game, as well as 6'3" senior number 22 Josh Wilhelm. Guys who don't see the floor a whole lot, but are in the game as Irvin gets to the rack. Keeps it back to a 16-point game, and now Clark badgered by Irvin and Cutler. Who are they going to call this on? It looks like they're going to call it on Cutler. And that's good for Irvin because he's got 3 fouls. He can't afford anymore. Instead, it goes to number 11, Ryan Cutler, who draws his second.
And with both teams being in the bonus, we're seeing a lot of time at the stripe. A lot of stripe time here.
Yep. As
we wind down the time of this game.
Well, and we're now at 10 team fouls on the Pioneers, so every free throws from here on out for Westerville Central, they're in the double bonus. They get a shot at 2 from the free throw line as Clark hits the first. Calmly drains the second. He's got 17 now for the night, does Quincy Clark.
Gets that lead back up to 18.
Lewis, why not? Fires from the wing, no good. Foster comes down with it, though, puts it back in. There's going to be a timeout called by Orange head coach Anthony Kalo. 66-50, a 16-point lead with 2:34 to play in this ball game, Logan.
Absolutely. Again, why not start shooting the 3 if you're Orange? It comes to this point, what do you got to lose? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, as Wayne Gretzky once said. And so with the score being what it is, 2:34, you might as well, now don't be silly with it, but if you have an open lane, if you got an open shot, you might as well shoot it. If you're Westerville Central, just keep doing what you're doing. Play a little tick away and watch that clock go tick, 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 tick.
Just tick-tock, tick-tock. They want to see that clock hit 0 sooner rather than later and get out of Orange High School here with a win, given how the first game went back on December 13th on their home court, Logan, where they went down 76-64, and they've really come in here, as you stated a number of times tonight, just with a fervor, a passion, revenge on their mind. They played great defense throughout. They've shut down Andre Irvin, the Orange's leading scorer, which now you look at the scoreboard, heck, he's all of a sudden got 11 points, and coming into, I believe, the fourth period here, he only had 3.
Absolutely, he has had a better fourth quarter, but unfortunately, it looks like it's going to fall under the heading of too little, too late. Revenge has been, we'll see, but it looks like revenge has been served tonight.
Wyatt still in the game for the Warhawks, as is Wilhelm. Quincy Clark, Will Lemaire, and guess who is back in the game? Mr. Morris. Number 1, Tassos Cook for the Warhawks. He's going to finish out this ball game, it looks like.
Their coach, obviously, that's why I'm sitting here.
Right.
And he's sitting there.
That's why we're sitting here announcing, and he's actually making the calls.
Yep. Yeah, he said, look here, Logan, I went to the Ohio State. I transferred. I had a hell of a senior season averaging 22 points a game. I know what I'm doing. So I'll pipe down.
Irvin draws the foul on Wilhelm. That'll be his first, as he goes to the line. 1 free throw shy, though, here are the Pioneers from the double bonus, as Irvin hits the first free throw. So still a 1-and-1 situation, but he gets the first to fall. See what he can do for the second. And it's good.
He got the
lead
roll there.
Down to 14 now, Logan, with under 2.5 minutes to play. Clark breaks the trap to Wyatt, to Wilhelm. Wilhelm, races to the hoop, and it looks like he got kind of slapped on the face there.
Absolutely.
As Ryan Cutler will get called for his third foul.
That looked like something you'd see on WWE right there with that slap. That was, I'm sure the taste is out of his mouth.
Well, I tell you, he kind of caught one across the forehead there, but the lefty goes to the line. Fortunately misses the first shot.
You can sense that Central's foot's off the gas. 14. They're creeping.
Helping, he misses both off the front end. Cutler comes down with it. We're approaching 2 minutes here as Bethel's got it to Foster. Oh boy, Foster tried to make something happen inside. He fell down, no foul called. And the senior Wilhelm came up with the steal, but instead he throws the ball and it goes out of bounds. It will stay. It was off a Pioneer hand. And with 2:04 left here, and now I say clinging to a 14-point lead because it was about a 20-some point lead. I don't exactly remember what the lead was at one point, but it was well over 20 points the Warhawks had. And it's now down to 14 as Clark once again breaks the trap, gives it to Wilhelm, gives it to you-know-who. Tassos Clark makes his way inside for points number 19 on the evening, and we're now under 2 minutes to play. The Westerville Central faithful are feeling it. Their fans are excited because they are on the verge of paying back the Pioneers from December 13th with a solid win on the Orange's home court here.
Absolutely. Tassos Cook has been cooking in the kitchen all night, like I said, like Chef Boyardee or Gordon Ramsay perhaps, but it's been a team effort. MJ Davis, there's been a host of guys. It's just been an absolute mismatch. No disrespect to the Orange.
Wilhelm with a pass over the top to Cook, who finds Wilhelm in the corner, who's now being double teamed by Bethel and Cutler, who gives it to Cook. And you've got to be kidding me. What an up and under move by the junior Tassos Cook, as he's now got 21 points on the night, getting close. Actually, he has already surpassed his 17-point average on the season as Jason Foster finds the rebound and finds the bucket. That'll be his 9th point in the night.
All I can say about Cook's performance tonight, to pay tribute to a certain ESPN analyst, is mama, there goes that man.
Oh, my. Now number 3, Cameron Robertson, the senior in the game. He gets rejected. Irvin's got it, gives it up to Lewis, who can't find the bottom of the net after a few good threes there earlier in the game. Gives it to Cutler, who finds the bottom of the net from 3. And with 35 seconds left to play, a 13-point lead now. Cutler and Bethel trap Lemaire in the corner. Uh-oh. Not sure if the people at home can hear that, but Westerville Central proclaiming Powell, Ohio to be their new home. Not sure the kids here from Olentangy Orange are going to like that, but
they must be in the real estate business. Location.
33.3 seconds left to go. 13 now make it a 14-point lead as the senior Will Lemaire, number 33, hits his first free throw to give the Warhawks a 14-point lead. Cook comes out of the game now officially to a warm welcome from his classmates, his teammates, his coaches. 21 points on the night for the 6'1" junior Tassos Cook. What a game from him. And I'm assuming that at the end of the game here, when we do the Central Ohio High School Showcase post-game with Kyra and Tanner, they might be handing out the Mojo Sports Gear Player of the Game to number 1 from Westerville Central, Logan, Tassos Cook.
The Tassos Cook has put on a show. He has been cooking in the kitchen all night. He has been putting the made ingredients, and he has dished it around. He's been an unselfish player. What a performance. You can't say enough. And once again, to pay tribute to a certain ESPN analyst, guess what, Mama? There goes that man. That's all you can say about Tassos Cook tonight.
Boy, tell you what, under 20 seconds left.
the student section.
Bam! From the corner.
Oh, from the corner. And speaking of corners, the student sections are giving each other the business as this game ends.
There's the buzzer. Your final score from Olentangy Orange High School. The Pioneers 60. The visiting Westerville Central Warhawks Logan 72. As the Warhawks get a little bit of revenge from that December 13th game. And what a great game it was. And, sir, thank you so much for coming alongside me, Mr. Morris. I am Andy Evans. Coming up here in just a few moments, we're going to have the Central Ohio High School Showcase with Tanner and Kyra, and they will be handing out the Mojo Sports Gear Player of the Game. But before we do, Logan, what kind of basketball game did you just witness tonight?
Westerville Central was ultimately prepared. It was a great, again, what do you say about Tassos Cook that hadn't been said? He showed you, what a performance, 21 points?
Yes, sir.
What a performance. But again, it was MJ Davis. It was a host of other guys. It was great coaching. It was great hustle. They had their foot on the gas from the word go, and they never took it off.
You know, and you just brought up a great name there. MJ Davis was in double digits tonight, as was Quincy Clark, as was Tyler Beckel. You know, great game from Willamere. It just seemed like they came in here with a focused game plan where they were going to shut down the Orange, and they did so, especially against the Orange's leading scorer, Andre Irvin, who I believe did end up in double digits with at least 11 points, but not nearly close to the, 14 points a game does Andre Irvin have, but it really seemed like they flummoxed him, flustered him, and they forced Irvin into some turnovers tonight.
Absolutely. The first 3 quarters, they had him shut down to the point that Negan from The Walking Dead would be proud. Absolutely, he was shut down. Look, it was just a manhandling performance, and it's no disrespect to the Orange, but Westerville Central was the better team in every single facet tonight, and it showed. Revenge, some say it's best served cold, but Central was hot tonight.
Well, on a cold, rainy night here in Central Ohio, the Warhawks indeed served up that tasty, revenge-driven cold dish with a final score of 72-60 over the Orange Pioneers. So coming up here in just a couple of minutes, it's the Central Ohio High School Showcase featuring Tanner and Kyra, and they will be handing out the Mojo Sports Gear Player of the Game. For Mr. Logan Morris, I'm Andy Evans. And, sir, it's been an honor and a pleasure. I hope we get to do this again soon.
Agreed.
Take care, everybody. Have a great night, and stay tuned here for the Central Ohio High School Showcase post-game sports show with Tanner Whirling and Kyra Bailey.
Do you have design ideas for T-shirts but you're not sure where? Ideas for T-shirts but you're not sure. Ideas for T-shirts but you're not sure. Ideas for T-shirts but you're not sure where to go? Go to Mojo Sports Gear. That's right, Mojo Sports Gear. At Mojo Sports Gear, you can get custom-made shirts. Whatever design you need, Mojo Sports Gear can provide it. Don't forget to grab a custom-made cap on your way out and rock the best headgear in the game. Give them a call at 614-864-6656. That's 614-864-6656.
Do you have a passion for broadcasting, sports, or film production? The Ohio Media School is currently enrolling. For more information, visit beonair.com or give us a call at 614-655-5250. That's 614-655-5250.
Do you have design ideas for T-shirts but you're not sure where to go? Go to Mojo Sports Gear. That's right, Mojo Sports Gear. At Mojo Sports Gear, you can get custom-made shirts. Whatever design you need, Mojo Sports Gear can provide it. Don't forget to grab a custom-made cap on your way out and rock the best.
Central, huge game tonight. Ended up in victorious fashion. Guys, great game. Tassos, you're going to be our player of the game today. 21 points tonight. But how'd you feel coming into this game tonight?
It was more of like a revenge type of thing. Like, we had a chip on our shoulder from the first game when they had took it from us back at our home place. But I feel like this time we came out with a better attitude and started off with a good start, and that's how we ended strong.
I definitely say the key was discipline for you guys, and you guys just showed up on defense tonight. So that was great. Does coach affect you guys? I know he played overseas. Does Does he affect you guys a lot?
Oh yeah, I give a lot of props to coach because he definitely works with us on defense strictly. We're a defensive team, and this week it was strictly defense, like correcting everything that we've been making mistakes on and perfecting everything on our defensive end. So I think that helped a lot.
And then with MJ here, the crowd was getting in your head a little bit, I know, but you ended up dropping 13 points tonight and showing them like you have the talent to go to the next level. So what do you think about that?
I just attribute that to coach. How coach been handling me, teaching me different moves and things like that. I don't really usually let the crowd affect me, but today they was talking and I didn't have to go out in there and talk back, and I showed them what I could do. So
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna hand it over to Kyra now.
Okay, you guys were dominating in the first half. How did you guys keep that same exact mindset coming into the second half?
Well, at halftime, we were all talking in the locker room, like not get too high, come back out with the same energy, and just put the pressure on them and keep it going.
And you guys work so well together on the court. How do you guys get that on the court?
Our chemistry's been built over the past few years, and growing up just as youngins, really, we were all playing together. It started at like the rec and parks and stuff, so we all been playing together since then. It's just built up to now.
So you guys followed each other throughout school?
So.
Awesome.
And now I know you guys are all juniors. You're going to be here next year too. I think you guys could potentially win it all. Just the way you came out. If you come out like this every single game, I know it's not possible, but it is possible at the same time. But if you guys keep on doing this, I think you guys deserve a shot at that ship.
thank you, appreciate it for sure.
Yeah, but thank you guys for tuning in to the COHSS post-game show. Westerville Central victorious here tonight. Huge win for the guys. Tassos is our player of the game.